It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. NFC matchup on top, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Murray now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Pascal, 41 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. And out across midfield down to the 45. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 42 yards. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, 62 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, man, they're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's more on the return.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They start with a give to Conner. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Murray now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
Murray a give. This is Conner.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete.
And certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Returning it is Moore. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
108 yards rushing now for Connor and a 1st down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, There's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
On the option left is Fields.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And this is picked up by the Bears. They find some open field here. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Herbert is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Foreman powering ahead.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So out now come the Cardinals. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Prater for the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Was it like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Pascal. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On 1st down, Fields.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
This is taken around the 12. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because they don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, Welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime reports. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Fields going to keep it once more. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. It's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Cards have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit.
And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it. Yeah,
they lost it there. Big fumble. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 60. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On the option right is Fields. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone no matter what. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
That's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Connor running right.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hurts has it left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running.
Touchdown! Trey McBride from 40 yards out. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it the right...
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Murray now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, here's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 53 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Fields. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Carlos Watkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. A give running right is Counter.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
The Bears now ready to take over again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
There he... Good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Bears.
Here's Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 28-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Now it's Fields.
On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Now he's loose again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's 2nd down.
To throw is Fields. That's good.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And it's caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, Fields.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Fields.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Moore on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big connection on that one. 41 yards. Back to throw it, Murray. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.